Hi, it's Ben from My Cycling Coach. I hope you're well and that you're having a great day. Welcome to this week's Workout Wednesday. So as part of Workout Wednesday this week, I wanted to talk to you about performing structured workouts out on the road. Now, speaking to a lot of riders recently, they've had a pretty good winter of training. They've been doing some structured workouts on the turbo, but now that the weather has started to improve, conditions are getting better, maybe started to get out on the road at the weekend, and maybe even during the week as well. They're now struggling to work out how they're going to take those structured training sessions out on the road. Obviously, it's really quite easy to perform those structured sessions on the turbo trainer, a very consistent environment where you can literally jump on, hit those target powers, intensities or heart rates in a very controlled environment. So I wanted to give you some real quick tips today. You may find the same thing at the moment. You're now looking to take some of your structured workouts on the road, so you can keep this up. Obviously, if you are looking to improve that power and fitness for spring and summer, then keeping up these structured training sessions is what's going to allow you to do so. So really the biggest thing when you take your training out onto the road to look at is doing a little bit of homework with the route that you're going to use to perform the workout. So look at the workout that you've got planned, the interval lengths, the durations, the rest periods, and then what you want to do is you want to look at the route that you're going to use to perform that. So you want to try and have a real consistent stretch of road if possible. And this doesn't always necessarily have to be a hill climb either. One of the biggest mistakes, or I guess assumptions I can see from a lot of riders, is if you're going to take structured intervals out on the road, that you need to go and find a hill to do them. And this isn't the case. If you can find a real nice flat consistent section of road, then this can also be a really effective way to perform structured intervals and sessions out on the road. This is exactly what I'm doing today. So if you can see behind me, real nice flat consistent section of road. This is about a 5 kilometer stretch, really quite flat. I'm performing some sort of tempo threshold type work on this particular section. Really nice and consistent, allows me to maintain that power and ensure I'm accumulating the time in the zones. So that's the first thing there. Look at the interval lengths and durations, your recovery periods, and then just look at a route and say, right, that's the route I'm going to use. It might be, if you can, you're going to incorporate part of your warm-up is actually riding out to that particular part of the route that you're going to use to perform your intervals. So as I say, this could be part of the hill, or for this flat section today, it takes me about 15-20 minutes to get to here. That's my warm-up, allows me to really get the legs firing. I perform my intervals out on this stretch of road. And then in terms of the recovery periods, it literally is just a case you maybe. So what I'm doing today is I'm performing my my work interval, the work part of the interval, riding out along the valley, which let that train go past. I'm performing the work interval riding out, going along this section of road, and then in my recovery period, I will just ride literally back along it. Just spin the legs out until I get back to the point where I know my recovery period today is finished. I'll then hit the lap timer and I will then work and go and do my next work interval. Another really important thing there as well, performing structured intervals on the road, is looking at that lap timer that I've mentioned there. This can be really effective. There is ways that obviously if you've created a workout beforehand, you can obviously upload this to your, might be your Garmin device, your Wahoo device. But if you're not doing it that way, then literally just using the lap timer on your bike computer is a really good way to ensure that you're holding, you're completing each interval and the recovery period and holding that structure with the workout as well. So just a couple of tips there today as part of Workout Wednesday. Really great way, if you can, get some structured workouts out on the road as well. Not just always on the turbo. It's going to make you become more versatile with your riding, work on your cadence, work on knowing what your zones are for the particular sections of routes that you're using, whether it is on the flat or hill climbs. So yeah, hope you found those tips useful. As always, if you did, please drop a like on the video. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to receive our most recent content. Any comments, as always, would love to hear from you. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your riding. Fuel smart, ride strong.